everybody. Welcome back to the Pine Cell Girls vlog. We are here today at the West Virginia State Penitentiary. We're about to go on a little ghosty tour.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh my goodness.
Get some wise words from Tom before you go in here.
Tom, this is Tom. Tom, you have any wise words for us?
Be careful out there.
My hand's literally
You
shaking.
never know where evil lurks.
We're following Tom.
God, it's a wicked dark. It's a really dark. It's gonna be this dark all the time.
Tom, you walk around here in the dark?
I've been here many times and I want in the dark.
Oh my god.
Wait, where do you go? Okay. You guys ever seen the Paris Catacombs movies? Guys, I'm getting scared. No flashlight?
So let's go.
Wait, can we turn the flashlight off?
Why?
He said no.
This is the infamous Shadow Man hallway.
You want to hold hands?
The Shadow Man picture, the person that took the picture was standing just about right in here when they saw the Shadow Man going against the back door. And they took the picture from this angle. And there's been multiple different paranormal groups come in and try to debunk it, and they can't. They can't. But let's go into the cafeteria, because it's another hot spot for paranormal activity.
Oh, it's huge in here. Oh, it's way too open.
This is the cafeteria.
Was that truck?
This
What is that supposed
this
to be?
was the cafeteria that was built for the inmates because of the riot in 1986. This cafeteria cost the taxpayers of West Virginia about $3.2 million to have it built for the inmates.
Whoa. Yeah, I saw that it was the inmates too who were doing those paintings, like
Yes,
the murals.
all the paintings was done by inmates, all of it. Back in the old cafeteria, that's where the riot started in 1986, New Year's Day. And one of the demands the inmates wanted, they wanted a new cafeteria. So in order to get the hostages released, the governor, who was Arch Moore at the time, granted them a new cafeteria. The governor didn't honor his word. The inmates would have rioted again, and that riot would have been there would have been a lot of deaths in that riot if that took place. So they went ahead and built this cafeteria knowing that it was going to close in just a few years. Your light went out.
It did.
That's another thing with this area, this whole prison and the paranormal stuff. The battery life gets drained a lot. There's a lot of energies it draws from the energy.
Jesus went out too.
Just as I said, that hers went out.
Oh no.
Okay, let's take a walk up to North Hall where we can find Red Snyder's cell and Rusty Lassiter's cell and Danny Lehman's cell. Danny Lehman, where he was murdered.
Tom, you ever been wandering around the hallways with your flashlight and then your flashlight goes out? You gotta find your way back in the dark?
Oh, yeah, my light's gone out more than once.
What's this?
This is the wheel. Back in the day, this was how everybody got inside the prison before you get to this structure.
Tom, where's the warden's quarters?
What's that?
Where did the warden stay?
Back before 1959, we lived right upstairs. We're right in the center of the administration building now. The warden lived on the 3rd and 4th floors of this building. After 1959, the new side of the prison was built, and they built the warden's separate home down on the far end of the prison. This place is creepy. There's 4 stories of cells here. There's a total of 100 and 60 cells here in North Hall. This was guys being punished. This was guys who couldn't live by the prison rules. They'd get in fights or cause trouble for the guards. They'd bring them up here. They were brought up here in increments of 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, maybe 120 days. And some guys were up here for years because they just couldn't live by the rules. And they were sent in these cells. And as you said a little bit earlier, they were in there 22 to 23 hours of every day. Let out about an hour and a half for shower, cleanup, and recreation. Everything else was in their cells. This hole right here is where they got their food. That was called the bean hole.
What the heck?
Hey, I just keep randomly finding myself in the back of the pack, and I just am not comfortable with that, guys. Like, you guys are literally closing me off right now. I'm getting a little nervous.
This place was nonstop, 24 hours a day, and try to feed them and everything else, shower them up. This place was nuts. The girls right here is Rusty Lassiter's cell.
Oh.
Right here. Rusty ran past the officer, ran down into Red's cell, and stabbed him 37 times and killed him right here in these cells. And this is a big hot spot for paranormal activity. People camp out in there when they're looking for paranormal stuff.
Gee, you want to stand in there?
No, I don't want to stand there. Hey, do you want to stand there?
No.
Brian?
I'm good, thanks guys.
Tom?
What? Oh, I've been in there many, many times. It doesn't bother me to be in there. Hey, Red. Come on out, Red. You got somebody here to visit you, Red. Come on out. You never know.
Where to, Tom?
All right, let's go back across this way. Well, this is,
Good night, Red.
Right. Good night. Tom, do you think you would have been a guard here?
would I have been?
Yeah.
Could I have been? I don't know, maybe. Now that I've been here for 20-some years and understand it a little bit, it takes a special person to be an officer. You got to have a hard heart, but you also got to be compassionate at the same time, knowing that these people are living a pretty hard life.
How you feeling, Gia?
I feel okay. The cafeteria scares me.
Is it?
I feel like I'm gonna get run up on.
It's because of the wide open spaces.
I think so.
All right, we'll go to one more creepy place, okay?
Okay.
We'll take you downstairs in the boiler room where R.D. Wall was murdered.
This guy.
Just a couple of twins. Just a couple of twins on a ghost tour.
Go on, I guess so.
And they had softball games every night. They had a travel prison
We're going into the boiler room. Oh, it's cold.
Well, it gets real cold down here. Hold that light for me a second.
You know, they say it's cold.
It's a
Because-
temperature change because of who knows what. This place is perfect. This is where R.D. Wall worked.
Dorian, go shut behind
Yeah,
you.
this door's gonna shut.
He was in charge of keeping these boilers and stuff fired, to keep the heat going upstairs to where the warden and so forth live, and the offices and stuff that was upstairs. That was his job. He was a trustee, but he was also considered to be one of the warden's chief snitches. And one day, a couple of inmates came by here and paid him a visit.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
And they cut him up severely. They almost cut his head. And that happened right back here in this room.
Here, Brian, you want to take this?
Back in the day, this area here actually was a place where R.D. Wall could kind of lounge around At one time, there used to be a bathroom that was back in there, and that's where actually where RD was actually sitting on the toilet when the guys come down here and they grabbed him off of the toilet and started cutting him up. But if you guys would turn your phones off for a second and turn the lights out, and I want to show you just how friggin' dark it is in here. It gets extremely dark in here, and there has been so much paranormal activity captive right here in this room. Many things. People camp out here. So girls, that's a lot of the hot spots. It's a lot of the hot spots.
Thank you, Tom. That was
Oh,
great.
yeah. I can take you one more area on the way back. We'll go upstairs and we'll go through the infirmary and the psych ward. And that's another area where inmates were particularly the psych patients, there's a lot of activity.
Hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. We got
I ain't standing behind you.
Was there multiple people who would work down here with Mr. Wall? Or
No,
just him?
just RD.
Wow, the warden loved him.
He was, like I said, he was considered to be the warden's chief snitch. He had the freedom to roam around all this underneath and take care of all this.
Was there a guard down here with him?
Nope. There was not.
Good night, Artie. Good night, goodbye.
See? Watch your step. I warned you. You did. This is an area that freaks me out a little bit.
Oh,
This is the infirmary, the hospital ward. This area here, this is where they used to do electric shock therapy upon inmates.
dear.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things happening in this room.
Oh, man.
I just almost dropped my phone.
If this was here, this was the dental lab at the time when this was a prison. And there's a picture on that poster that I showed you. And there's a energy, and I'll show it to you again if you want to see it. There's a big energy sitting in the dental chair when they took the picture. Mm-hmm. But the ironic thing is the chair wasn't even here when they took the picture. Oh. And there's the chair and all this energy sitting here. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I ain't trying to be the last in the room.
It's scary, isn't it?
There's the bathtub you was talking about.
Oh, yeah. I heard somebody in this bathtub. Oh. Is that for the haunted house, those little handprints? Or are those just here?
They're not for the haunted house, but they may have been used for something we did several years ago. We did an extreme evening where we actually took people and really tortured them badly.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was a around Valentine's Day. Yeah. There's a lot of, you'll hear footsteps and all kinds of stuff in this place. This place freaks me out.
These paintings were all the prisoners too?
Yep, these were
Oh,
all
look at the
done by-
signature. In 85. That's what it's worth.
These were done by Danny Lehman, the guy that I told you got stabbed through the eye.
Or something.
Hey, I hope he was getting commissioned. Daniel, you know.
This area creeps me out more than most places. And I just, because I know there were a lot of guys that were here that were really sick and they died in that room. Okay, because they just couldn't get well. And there was a firm belief amongst inmates that if you died while you were in captivity, that your spirit or your soul would remain in captivity. And there was inmates who would cry saying, please, please don't let me die here. Don't let me die here.
Yeah.
And because they believed that if they died while they were locked up, that they would stay here forever.
Man.
And this was a psych ward. This was people who would be out of their minds.
This is where I would have worked if I worked here.
Sammy in the 80s.
I'm gonna lie, guys, I heard a few things.
And if an inmate would get to the point where they could not control them, because they're completely out of their mind, they would strip that inmate naked and put him in one of these two little cells and close him inside there. And there's nothing inside there but a shower head and a drain. And they would, if they had to pee or go to the bathroom, they just did it and washed it down the drain. You know, how would you ever get anybody straightened up by putting the I know. But this place here, you'll be standing around here and you'll hear footsteps up here. I hear footsteps up here all the time.
Yeah, I heard a couple things.
And it's just, I don't know what it is. But I have heard footsteps up here myself, and I've heard many people have claimed the same thing. And there's nobody here but us tonight, because
And to update everybody, our camera did go out. Camera definitely did go out.
That was awesome, Tom. Thank you for doing all that.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
appreciate that. That was as good as it gets. Yeah.
This is why it's scary. How you feeling?
I'm happy it's over. I didn't like that one bit.
I mean, it's beautiful architecture and stuff, and like the stories are crazy, but I just
There were
feel
so many
uneasy.
different spots where you would be walking and it's just real cold.
And I'll tell you this,
And then
too,
you walk, it
before
gets warm.
Before Tom said he felt uneasy in that infirmatory in the psych ward,
Yeah.
how heavy my chest was before we got
No,
up there.
my chest was heavy too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My chest was super heavy.
Where would you like this?
And I
Yeah, I'll
heard
hold
stuff.
for you.
there's a lot to be out.
Yeah, back and vice versa. We appreciate it.